Hey everyone, so I ended up at a car dealership right now. I don't want to say which one because it's a surprise, but I think I found the car that I like. I'm not sure. We'll see what they say about the numbers and stuff. Uh, it's different from what the original two choices were, but this is the one. I like this car a lot, especially for like a daily driver. It's got everything I want, minus the air conditioned seats, but um, it's a nice car. So we'll see what they say. If I get it, if I don't, then you'll know anyway, but let's see. All right, so he came back, he ran the numbers. It ended up being cheaper than the Lexus. Just a little hint. That's what I'm taking home, so yeah. All right, guys, so before I reveal it, I just want to show you we are here at Audi. It's a used car, by the way, but all right, let's go. It's not the Q7. Boom. A4. 2017 Ultra Premium. It's a 2.0 T. It's got that virtual cockpit. It's so cool, man. I really like this. Is nice. And the price, it's actually cheaper than the Lexus. I know Audi reliability isn't something that it's known for, but we'll see what happens with this. If it's junk, I'm just gonna have to get rid of it, but I doubt it. No heated seats, unfortunately, but everything else, it's got the nav and it's got that. Wait, here you go. And we'll go over the rest of the stuff when I get home and stuff, but this is so nice. And like I said, price is cheaper than the Lexus. So, yeah. I still got to sign some papers, but I'm excited to get this thing home and see what it's all about. Hey guys, so I'm back at the dealership again, and I have to actually get rid of that A4. Last night, driving home, well, first of all, I got it originally and the CarPlay wasn't working, so that was an issue. I brought it back here. They tried to do some things to it. They can't. Now they got to get it into service. Without getting into too much detail, basically, it doesn't seem like a car for me, personally. I'm not happy with the fact that the CarPlay didn't work. That's such an essential feature nowadays in 2020. And for that little thing not to work, it's kind of like not a good sign. Also, the virtual cockpit, they have issues where they like turn off and on flickering screens and stuff like that. And I don't know, and then I looked at the Audi warranty and everything, and I just was like, you know what? I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So I am currently All right, so that last clip at the dealership, I ended up turning it off because the the salesman came. But what ended up happening was basically I didn't like that Audi A4. I felt like I was just in over my head, and it just wasn't for me. Maintenance cost on that particular one was very expensive. It already had a couple issues. So I just said, you know what? The first car that I ever drove, and it was the Audi A3, the first Audi car that I drove, and I really fell in love with the car. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's different from the Lexus. It's different from the Honda. But it's really a nice car, and this is it right here. It's 2018 Audi A3. Don't know the model, if it's a premium. I'll look at the sticker, but let me flip the camera around for you. All right, so it's got 12,000 miles. The reason why I went with this over the Honda or the Lexus, I couldn't find a good deal on one. They were a little bit more pricey, a lot more pricey than this. And this is actually cheaper than the Civic too, brand new, because I wasn't going to get a used one. I would have got a brand new Civic. That's there. I really think the car is very attractive. It's got nice lines. It's small, great on gas. And this, if I can get the light not to be so bright. All right, I think it's really attractive. It's got this LED package, so you can't see it, but the lights are down there. Right in the door, when you open the door, it's got the Audi ring, if you can see that. Or you could see it better right there. Lights under the seat.
Very small back seat. But again, I don't really have any people in my car. It's just me. Which is why I realized with the Lexus, I didn't need that kind of space. So if you come back over here, it doesn't have the virtual cockpit, which I actually prefer. I'd rather just have regular tech. I mean, I don't want all that extra technology because I might sound stupid to some, but to me, I'd rather have something where I don't have to worry about it anymore. This is just a screen that you get. There's no nav in this particular model, but it is just the Audi MMI, and it has Apple CarPlay, which works in this flawlessly. Of course, the A4, it didn't work. They went to the dealership. She had to touch all the buttons and do all types of stuff, and she said the port might have been messed up or something. And I was like, you know what? That's just not a good sign, honestly. The port's not messed up in all the other ones, so why that one? It could be a software problem, electrical problem. It could have been something small, but I would just rather not have to deal with it at all. Everything's controlled down. That's my XM radio. Everything's controlled down here by this little button, this wheel. If you have an Audi, you know. If not, then this is how they are. Push button, keyless entry. The key is just this. It's not nothing fancy or anything. It's got the little key fob, but yeah. And storage. But again, this is really mainly just a work car. So with the A3 versus Honda versus Lexus dilemma, a lot of people commented, get the Civic, it's a better car. Honestly, if you guys haven't watched my other videos or anything like that, I already do have an S2000 that I work on all the time. I have a few videos on it, but I'm doing a lot of stuff to this. This is really like my project car. So I really just wanted something every day. I love my S. It's fun. It's not turbo or boosted yet, but it will be boosted soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I really just, I'm like, I don't want two project cars. I just don't. I want something that I can use every day, and I want something to have fun with on the weekends. And this car is, again, I've never messed with German engineering, and that's actually something new to me, so I am going to try it out. If it has a warranty and stuff, if it doesn't work out well, then so be it. You know, I'll just end up getting something else later on down the line, though. But I feel it has 12,000 miles. It's worth a shot. If it doesn't work out well, if it ends up becoming a piece of crap in a year, then guess what? I file that it's a lemon, and I get my car, get reimbursed for it or whatever, however that lemon law works. I highly doubt it's going to be bad. It's pretty, like, I looked at it, and I am a DIY guy. I will get the Audi service and all this stuff done, but personally, I can probably do half of that myself. I know I can do all of it myself. If they can do it and learn how to turn wrenches and stuff, I can do it too. It's just reading research, reading the repair manuals and everything. So I'm not scared to mess with it, but that A4 had way too much tech in it. And there's some things that are just, for me, is beyond my my skill set for me to repair half that stuff. I wouldn't be able to repair the digital dash. There's just no way. And that would require me taking it apart and doing everything. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to detail this car. I got it. I mean, it is new, but I'm going to just put a light layer of wax over it. It's pretty good now, but there is definitely some, you can see some like surface scratches and stuff like that. It's just like the scratch that you get when you wipe something on the thing. And let me try to show you guys. I probably sound crazy right now because this is like really great reflection, but it is, I want to get a layer of wax on it anyway, just to protect it. Yeah, it's not perfect, so this is what I'm gonna use over here. I'm gonna use this wash. It pretty much, this stuff I noticed, it's supposed to be like service friendly and everything. It definitely strips wax. For sure it strips wax. It's not, I don't know if it's supposed to, but it strips my wax for me, because every time I wax my car, wash that, yeah, it's off. I have this interior cleaner. This is the liquid wax 3-in-1. Not supposed to have any swirl marks or anything. Leather spray, which I have other leather products. Gotta let it sit overnight and everything. But I feel that since it's really like, it's kind of new, I'm just gonna use that leather spray. I don't need it to be like conditioned or anything yet. I used that on the Honda because it was old and cracked, but I do have this car wash too as well. But I want to try to strip the wax or whatever. If they do have wax on here, I do want to try to strip it so I can put my own. This is just this pad that I'm going to use. It's the polishing pad. So, or the softest one. My thing there, dual action, orbit, whatever, the polisher. And it works pretty well. It's decent. I don't know if it's great for like really tough jobs, but it's good for my application. Got some other stuff too, iron remover and everything, but I don't think this car needs all that. I'm not an expert at detailing. I'm going to try it out. If I F this paint up, we'll see. I hope not. And I'm going to clay bar it too as well. With that on the surface, and then I do have another fresh bar, but this, actually I should probably just use the fresh one. My clay bar right here. I'm going to use that. And other than that, this should be pretty easy, honestly. The only reason I'm clay barring, just so when I do wax, I don't like start digging into the paint. But I think it'll come out pretty good. And I do feel a little bit of stuff on the surface. It could be because I didn't wash it. But yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I pulled the car out in the sun, and you can see the little marks there. This is stuff from just wiping the car off. It's not bad, but it is all over the car. It's little tiny. It's really small, but I'm sorry for all the sunlight. I'm just trying to show you guys. Also, it is 2-year-old paint. It's not like it's brand new. Dual action orbital buffer. It's really hard to burn through paint with this stuff, with that one in particular, because it just doesn't, I don't think it rotates fast enough. I sat there on some spots for a while in my other car and it still didn't burn through. But anyway, let's get to the washing method. So I am going to use the 2-bucket method. I don't have the fancy rolling around buckets like they do the guy in Obsessed Garage, and also with this soap, I don't know. I mean, I was looking at it and I know it says it's super suds friendly and all this stuff, and it's not supposed to necessarily strip wax, but I'm telling you, when I use it, I can tell, because I'll spray my car. Oh, wait, why is that not working? So you spray the car down, and you see how the water just rolls right off? Honestly, I probably don't need to wax it, but you see the water just beads up and rolls right off, correct? Okay. I used that soap on it. It's not going to do that. It's not going to do that at all. Wow, this is actually really good wax they got on there. I probably don't need to wax it. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to wash it with that wash. So the water goes here and it rolls right off. What's going to end up happening with that, it's not going to do this same thing. I haven't seen it do it. Yeah, we'll see. All right, maybe I don't need to wax it right now because that might just be a waste of time if it's already got... Seems like it's already got it on the surface, so I'm reading a little bit more of citrus wax gloss to wash surface. But rinse using clean water per perfect shine. As a paintwork cleanser to remove wax, sealant, and glaze using concentrations of 3 ounces or more. Shit, I've always used 3 ounces or more. Okay. I mean, I actually have measured it, and I don't know why I used 3 ounces, but it's supposed to be 1 ounce. So that's actually explains exactly why it's freaking stripping the wax every time I do it. All right, so we're not going to use the buffer today on that. I'm going to pull this stuff out. This is a little bit better. I will say it is kind of funny how you end up learning on camera while you're sitting here showing, I'm just showing you guys this wash video, and all of a sudden, I'm sitting here learning and I'm reading the bottle. I read before, I don't know how I missed it, but I'm reading the bottle now, and I'm like, it's stripping the wax. And I knew the whole time, I'm like, dude, why the F is this wax always getting stripped every time I use it? And that's why, because I didn't read properly. So, I mean, I read, but I think I just skimmed right through it. But on video, it's like, other people are watching, so they're being critical. They could be critical and sitting there in the background like, what an idiot. So, all right, guys, so I'm still washing it, but I actually ended up just going ahead and stripping the wax, and I'm just gonna apply my other, that 3-in-1 wax that I showed you before. It's pretty much like, it's like a last step. It's just for gloss. It gets rid of everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to clay bar right before I do it. But stay tuned. That's going to be a separate video. I'm just going to go ahead and end this video right here, since I don't want it to run on and be like from the car dealership to the car to wash to wax. So let me just go ahead and just end it here. Anyway, stay tuned for the second video on this car. I'm going to be detailing it. And hope you guys stay safe, enjoy, and I will see you next time.